I saw the Dragon Ball superhero movie in theaters, and wow, I had a good time. It's funny because the Dragon Ball fan base seems to be divided about the Dragon Ball superhero movie, right? Some dislike it, and a lot of people love it. Me, I thought it was amazing, right? We had a lot of scenes with Pan, her, and Piccolo came up with a scheme to get kidnapped to see if Gohan could unleash his warrior nature again, right? And then Piccolo noticed that he was studying way more than he was training. Now, it was funny because there was a scene when Piccolo picked up Pan from school, but he was in his Red Ribbon Army uniform, and even though Piccolo's identity was covered up, Pan still recognized Piccolo by sensing his ki, right? Piccolo and the henchmen then visited Gohan's house to tell him that Pan got kidnapped, and Gohan seemed to not notice Piccolo, right? Now, that is a cool testament to show how advanced Pan is for her age. But for Gohan, I just chalked that up to him taking on Goku's nature, keeping his awareness down, or keeping his guard down in times of peace. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he's weaker. It just means he was really comfortable, similar to his father, right? So then, Pan also beat the mess out of a few Red Ribbon Army soldiers and was even able to dodge some of Cell Max's blasts, right? When Cell Max started to get angry later in the movie. Now, Pan is without a doubt stronger than both Goku and Gohan as kids. And she even has the potential to be great, which I know she will be, right? Now, for Piccolo had the most screen time out of all the characters in this movie, right? This movie was a mix of a slice of life and action. And this movie was also very informative too. Now, it was Piccolo's plan to get Gohan motivated to fight. But we see Piccolo go back and forth with Bulma in some funny scenes, right? And Bulma made a wish to make her butt bigger. Shenron gave Bulma a BBL. That's crazy, right? Piccolo also had cool interactions with Pan, him training Pan, them coming together for Gohan to get serious again, And then Piccolo was also the first one to fight the Gammas. Now, after the fight with Gamma 2 thought that Piccolo was defeated. Then Gamma 2 went back to the Red Ribbon Army base, but Piccolo, he followed him inside and managed to jump one of the guards and steal his suit. Now, that's when Piccolo got a whole bunch of intel on what Dr. Hito, Magenta, and the rest of the Red Ribbon Army was planning. In this movie, Piccolo received 2 power boosts, right? He received his potential unleashed, and he received his orange Piccolo form. Right after he got his potential unleashed, Piccolo fought Gamma 2 again, right, for round 2, but he still lost. Piccolo stated that the Gammas are a representation of Goku and Vegeta, and power-wise, they are the same as Goku and Vegeta. So let's do a little power scaling. At the very least, if we were to lowball, like heavily lowball the Gammas, right, we can put them at least around blue Goku and Vegeta from the Tournament of Power. That's only if this movie is taking place immediately after the Broly movie, right? Now listen, if this movie is set after the Granola arc, then the Gammas, Piccolo, and even Gohan Beast are even more overpowered than we imagine, right? Gohan and especially Piccolo needed this power boost, and now Piccolo is able to compete with Goku. And Gohan, he far surpassed Goku and Vegeta. So, after Piccolo lost the fight to Gamma 2 again, he managed to activate his orange Piccolo form. And then after that, he one-shotted Gamma 2. Ridiculous. But I love it. Now, Gohan in the movie was shown to be heavily invested in his studies, right? When Piccolo and the soldier, when they arrived at Gohan's house to tell him that Pan was kidnapped, Gohan threatened the soldier, turned Super Saiyan. I'm pretty sure that the soldier has never seen a golden fighter right in his face before, about to kill him, looking all menacing. So Gohan threatened the soldier and he told him to take him where Pan is. And when they did so, and as soon as Gohan noticed Pan, he broke through the spaceship. That was a cool scene. And landed right in front of the Red Ribbon Army crew and the Gammas. Gohan wasn't playing any games. He flew straight for Pan. But Gamma 1 was so quick that he kicked Gohan to the ground, stopping him. They began to tussle. Gohan was holding his own, but eventually Gamma 1 started to best Gohan a little bit. Eventually Gohan transformed into his Super Saiyan, but still had a challenge facing Gamma 1. He then turned into his ultimate form, and then he had the edge over Gamma 1, right? But their fight was cut short because the Gammas realized that the Red Ribbon Army was only using them, and that the army is so selfish to the point where they would sacrifice their own and even hurt children. So the Z Fighters and the Gammas made a truce and decided to talk things through. But then Magenta, who was using Dr. Hito for his intelligence, activated Cell Max. And right then and there, the incomplete Cell Max, right, charged straight for the Z Fighters and the Gammas. Now here's the thing. Cell Max was stated to be complete. Some people say that if Cell Max would have been quote-unquote perfect, if Dr. Hito and Magenta would have waited until Cell Max was complete, that he would have been in his perfect form and he would have been more powerful. Well, number one, it was stated that Cell Max's power was complete. And also it was stated that Cell Max's brain function is what made him incomplete. So with the brain function, the control function, it would have made Cell Max easier to control. But Cell Max was already stated to be complete, right? So some people try to downplay Cell Max, but they miss that obvious line in the movie where it's stated that Cell Max's power was complete. So perfect or not, he's complete. So moving on, Goten, Trunks, 18, and Krillin, they also joined them in the fight against Cell Max, but Cell Max proved to be too powerful for all of them. Then right there, Goten and Trunks fused, and Goten accidentally found Cell Max's weak spot, which was on his head. So then they began to try to exploit that and try to aim all of their next attacks at Cell Max's head. But Cell Max was so fast and so powerful that the Z Fighters and the Gammas couldn't land any attacks again. Now, I see people saying that Cell Max is weak because Goten, who is not even a god tier character, managed to crack his head. But that's not the case. This is a very similar situation with Anaraza. See, Anaraza was so powerful to the point where he challenged Blue Goku, Frieza, Golden Frieza, Blue Vegeta, Ultimate Gohan, 17. He was able to hold back and push back their combined attack. So Anaraza was clearly powerful, but he just had a weak spot, right? Now for Cell Max's power rivals Broly. Just in case Cell Max got out of control, Magenta and Dr. Hito put that weakness there just in case they needed to get control of Cell Max, right? But Goten accidentally found that weakness and made a crack on Cell Max's head. Gamma 2 then decided to sacrifice himself by doing a suicide dive at full power, using his whole android life force. But he missed Cell Max's head and only managed to damage Cell Max's arm and rip it off. So then Piccolo turned into his orange form, grew in size to match Cell Max's height. And that's when Piccolo started to try to motivate Gohan and tell him to get serious and to become the hero that he's meant to be. And that's when Piccolo went off to fight Cell Max. Now, Cell Max proved to be too much for Orange Piccolo and seemingly killed him. And that's when Gohan, in a fit of rage, transformed to unlock his beast form. Now, Cell Max noticed Gohan Beast and then tried to punch him. However, Gohan tanked it effortlessly and he ragdolled Cell Max. And then that's when Cell Max began to charge his attack, and the attack could have wiped out the whole universe. But Piccolo made sure to remind Gohan to not get drunk off of his power increase again, like he did against Cell from Dragon Ball Z and Boo from Dragon Ball Z. So Piccolo decided to take it upon himself, right? Gohan didn't need Piccolo's help, but Piccolo wanted this battle to end. And Piccolo didn't want the Earth, the galaxy, the universe, possibly more, to get destroyed. So he decided to help Gohan on his own accord. Piccolo decided to hold Cell Max hostage so Gohan can attack Cell's head and end the battle. And Gohan does so. Gohan charged up his special beam cannon, and then he launched it at Cell's head, killing Cell Max for good. Special beam cannon, or Makanko Sabo, right? It was amazing seeing Gohan do the special beam cannon, seeing Gohan do the Makanko Sabo. Man. Now, after the battle, Gohan and Piccolo, they talked amongst themselves and they promised to keep training, right? Especially Gohan. He said that he wants to be ready just in case another powerful enemy shows up, and that he can't always depend on Goku and Vegeta. They need to be prepared. The Earth's special forces needs to be prepared for the next battle. What they need to do is train Goten and Trunks. Please utilize Goten and Trunks. Let Goten and Trunks achieve Super Saiyan 2. Let them go through the God ritual. Train them. Let Beerus train. Force Goten and Trunks to train and utilize these guys, right? Goten and Trunks are now older. They need to train and be of use. So Gohan then also states that currently Goku or Vegeta would not have been a match for Cell Max, and that's understandable. So then we see Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Beerus, and Whis. They're on Beerus's planet, right? So yes, they were in the movie, but they had little screen time, you know? They merely engaged in training sessions between Goku and Vegeta. Now, Broly was active in the training for a little bit, but Goku told Broly to fall back because when he would get caught up in the heat of the moment, he would lose control. So Goku told Broly to watch and learn how they control their energy. And he needs to manage to, meditate and be calm and find a way that he can control his power. I really wanted to see a quick fight between seeing Broly versus Beerus, or even seeing if Goku could even be pushed by Beerus to transform into Master Ultra Instinct. Some say that this movie is taking place right after the Tournament of Power, so obviously Vegeta wouldn't have Ultra Ego. But if it's taking place after Granola, it still would have been cool to see Ultra Ego fight Broly or Ultra Ego fight Beerus. Now, of course, Beerus is a moving goalpost. So as of right now, even with the introduction of Moro and Gas, Granola, current true Ultra Instinct Goku, Ultra Ego Vegeta, and Black Frieza, especially Black Frieza with his unbelievable power increase, Beerus can still one-shot, can still destroy, can still mop the floor with all of them. Why? Because Beerus is a continual moving goalpost. Every arc, Beerus will continue to get pushed to the top. But this movie was for the Gohan and Piccolo fans, and I was cool with that. I really enjoyed the Dragon Ball superhero movie. I did wish that I could gotten more from Goku and Vegeta and Beerus and Broly with their sparring, and even see Whis in action too. But I'm still content with what we did receive from Gohan and Piccolo. You know, Piccolo's scheme to get Gohan to realize that he needs to be prepared to fight. There's really nothing wrong with Gohan studying, but it's the fact that he's neglecting his training. But it was stated in the movie. Piccolo asked Gohan, when did he learn that attack? Gohan said that he's secretly been practicing it. So that means Gohan has been keeping up with his training, or he has been, doing some light training. But now Gohan realized that he needs to keep up with his training and take it seriously. I really enjoyed this movie. I will definitely watch it again. Smash the like and subscribe.